Good morning, girls. Today we'll begin with the third chapter, the American War of Independence. So here in this chapter we'll be discussing about the American Revolution and their struggle, the long time struggle of Americans for independence. So we'll begin. The 17th and 18th centuries in Europe have been described as the age of enlightenment or reason. So in Europe, the 17th and 18th centuries, they are known as the age of enlightenment or reason. Now the word enlightenment, it means to light up something or to make something clear. So these two centuries, they are known as the age of enlightenment or reason because people in this period, they began to question everything. They began to judge everything based on reason. This was because during this period, people freed themselves from superstitions and prejudices and criticized everything that was unreasonable. So during this period, they freed themselves from superstitions and prejudices. Now, prejudice, it means it's a preconceived opinion, an opinion which is not based on any reason and which is an opinion which is formed before obtaining any evidence. Now, there's a common misconception that men are better at calculations and they are much better at maths related jobs when compared to women. Now, this misconception is known as a prejudice. It's a unjustified opinion, which is not based on any evidence or reason. So the people in this period, they freed themselves from such superstitions and prejudices and they criticized everything that was unreasonable. Criticize means to question or to find fault. So the people, they criticized, they found fault, they began to question everything that was not based on reason, that was unreasonable, anything which was not based on reason. The people, they began to question such things. The writers and thinkers of the period fostered the spirit of humanism and gave priority to human freedom. So in this period, the writers and thinkers who belong to this period, they foster the spirit of humanism. Foster means to cultivate or to grow something. So they cultivated the spirit of humanism. Now humanism is a branch which believed in human needs, which believed that human needs and values were more important than religious beliefs. They emphasized that the human needs were much more important than religious beliefs and superstitions. So the writers and thinkers in this period, they cultivated the spirit of humanism, which gave importance to human needs and they gave priority to human freedom. Philosophers like Montesquieu, John Locke, Rousseau, Voltaire, Immanuel Kant, and Thomas Paine talked about individuals' freedom, political independence, and democracy. So, the philosophers who belonged to this period, there were many philosophers like Montesquieu, John Locke, Rousseau, etc. So, the philosophers who belonged to this period, they talked about individuals' freedom for every individual. Political independence. Now, political independence means one where the government has right to exercise freely without any external interference, without any external pressure. So the government, any place is said to be politically independent if a country is said to be politically independent if it is legally allowed to make its own decisions. If it is not interfered by if it does not have any external political interference, it is said to be politically independent. So they talked about political independence and democracy. Democracy is a form of government where people have political freedom and equality, where the people, they elect their own representatives and these representatives, they run the country. So the philosophers, they talked about individuals' freedom, political independence and democracy. Their ideas found expression in the political developments that took place in America and France in the late 18th century and paved the way for the age of revolution. So the ideas of these philosophers, they resulted in many political developments, that happened in America, and they made the way for the age of revolution. They paved means to make way, so they made the way for the age of revolution. Now revolution means a change, a sudden change, which comes from people's revolt, which happens when people start turning against the government. That sudden change which rises when people turn against the government. So these ideas of the philosophers, they resulted in many developments, in many political developments, and this resulted in the age of revolution. The American Revolution. The American Revolution is considered as one of the greatest movements in human history for attaining freedom and equality. So, the American Revolution, it is considered as one of the greatest movements for attaining. Attaining means gaining freedom and equality. It was the first political revolution in which people overthrew the yoke of foreign rule, won the right of self-government, and finally led to the emergence of the United States of America. So, it was the first political revolution, it was the first political revolt, protest, in which people overthrew the yoke of foreign rule. Now, the word yoke, you can see here in this picture, this is a yoke. This is how a yoke looks like. Now, yoke, it is a wooden piece, a wooden frame, which is fastened over the neck of two animals. There are two animals, and this yoke, it is fastened over the neck of these two animals, and these animals are then used for plowing. Now you might have seen when two bulls or any animals are used for plowing, you can see such a frame, such a wooden piece attached to their neck, which is fastened to their neck. Here you can see this is a wooden frame, and these two rings, they are fastened to the neck of the animals. They are fastened around the neck of the animal, and this wooden frame, it is connected to a plow. So when the two animals, they move forward, they pull the plow along with them, and this in turn helps them to turn the soil. So this is known as a yoke. Now this yoke, it acts as a bondage. It acts as a bondage where the animals, they are treated as slaves. So similarly, the people, they overthrew the yoke of foreign rule. They overthrew the bondage of foreign rule where the people, they were treated as slaves. They overthrew this bondage of foreign rule, won the right of self-government. They began to self-govern. They won the right for self-governing themselves, and finally led to the emergence of the United States of America. So this revolt, it finally led to the rise of United States of America. This revolution set the pattern for the future liberation of the countries of Asia, Africa, and Latin America. So the American Revolution, it was one of the first revolutions for freedom. Liberation means freedom, to set free. So it was one of the first revolution for freedom, and this revolution, the pattern that this revolution followed, it acted as an inspiration for all the other revolutions. So for all the other revolutionary movements that followed in the future, they began to follow the same pattern of the American Revolution. The revolutions which happened in countries of Asia, Africa, and Latin America, they followed the same pattern, the pattern of the American Revolution. So this is all for today, girls. Thank you.